Yeah. What's up?
What's up?
What's up, man? How was your week? It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been a couple of weeks. We got a new setup here.
Trying it out.
Trying it out. Trying to be a little more relaxed.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. Look,
Yeah.
I can go like this. This is the closest we've ever been. But it's good. It's good. This makes this room nice and roomy.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you were a little burnt out from the podcast?
Not so much from the podcast, but from everything else, yeah.
Just like life. So it's like we were so busy, the two of us, that I felt like it was a little burned out from, like, the podcast was like the furthest thing from being able to, like, be present and get it done.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's good. We need a brain break every once in a while.
Yeah, and then figuring out the new layout, and our cameras are shitty, so we're doing all kinds of crazy things.
Yeah, we're working on it. Working on getting the show good.
Yeah.
And nice and good for
I like it.
the listeners and
I like it.
the viewers.
It's much more relaxed.
It is.
Put my arm up here.
Yeah, dude, isn't this nice? Oh my God, it's so comfortable. And look, I can
move
go.
my mic around, be like,
I can move, and there's no more squeaky chair.
yeah. It added character. I kind of liked it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'll bring it back in. I'll
Kinda,
just push
I
on
kinda
it.
liked it.
I'll use it as a footstool.
We'll use it for the guests. The guests can sit on it.
Yes. You know what? That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, that'll be our mark.
We could have the guest sit there now that we have this open room, and
We
be
can
like,
just laugh at him from the couch.
"Yes, today in the squeaky chair." That's what we'll say. I look forward to that.
I like it.
I think we're planning. I should mention that we're planning on having some guests.
Yeah.
I would say next year, which is next season.
Yeah, not too far. Not too far.
So going back to the guests on the Odd People podcast, get some odd people on here. I think that'll be good.
Oh,
What?
I can see.
Yeah, you can see what I see.
Oh,
That's
snap.
And then what I do here is I move the mouse cursor over here, and we can hit.
All right.
We can hit Google.
Live in luxury, baby.
We can both see the screen. It's not across the room from me.
Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good.
You know what I think we might do is get an external keyboard and mouse. And
For me to use.
For you to use.
So I can fuck everything up.
Accidentally stop recording.
Yeah.
So other than life, how's everything going? I was like Button Club. And
It's good, man. Button Club's going great. We kind of had a slow night this week, but I took a break again. I didn't want to play anything. I just wanted to help run it and do our thing. And the artwork, of course, is full speed, as it always is.
Yeah.
Very tiring.
Yeah. It's hard not to get burnt out, dude.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm a little burnt out from work.
Yeah?
Dude, it's just been
Been busy,
crazy.
busy?
And you know what I noticed? So I think poor people are my people.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I
Of
don't mean
course.
that in a derogatory way, but when you go to, so I work around this area, all of Cape Cod, and Cape Cod's very diverse as far as like income level.
Yeah.
So there's people that are so rich, they have so much money. It's like money I'll never see
Yeah.
in my lifetime.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Even if. But anyway,
You got to throw it out. You got to speak it out there.
yeah. Money I'll eventually see from being famous for a podcaster.
Hopefully.
But like these people's that they're like guest houses, and their like vacation houses are bigger and better than my house.
Yeah.
And they're usually pretty shitty.
Yeah.
They're usually looking down at you. Like they're
You
like,
peasant.
yeah, they're like, get this over with.
How dare you?
I don't have time for this shit. I should have hired somebody to be here to watch you in
Yeah.
my house. It's that kind of thing.
Can I ask you though? Because you've been doing this for a while, right?
Yeah.
Have you met like a really nice, genuine, wealthy person?
Yeah.
Like just with a great heart, great soul?
Oh, no.
No?
No, I mean, you meet people that are not
humble?
not bad. They're like regular people. And they're like, hey, how are
Yeah.
you? But they let you into their house like their house isn't a big deal.
Yeah.
So they're kind
And
of,
you know for a fact it is.
they come off as humble.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's all a show.
And they try to hide it too.
Yeah, they're trying
like,
to.
Oh, this is just my foyer.
Yeah, they're
but
like,
we can just move past this.
Let's see, how many heating systems do I have?
Yeah.
Oh, there's 2 in the attic.
Yeah.
And they talk about all the different,
Yeah.
Well, we have, I think there's 4 fireplaces that have gas.
God, dude.
And you're like, really? We have an outdoor one. Does that one count?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I don't have to mess with that. Anyway.
What's crazy to me, though, is like, if I had that much money, I still wouldn't buy a house like that.
Exactly.
Because I don't want to live in a monstrosity of a house that you can't fill.
I mean, I'll say this. If I had a lot of money, I don't think I would live in a house any different than the one I live in now.
Yeah.
It would just be in a much better location.
Yeah, so it's like...
It'd be like on the ocean.
These people buy these crazy houses, and you know for a fact they don't even touch half of it.
The annoying part of Cape Cod is these rich people buy these little houses, like ranches or cottages on the water, and then there's nothing wrong with them. They tear them down and build a fucking mansion.
Seriously?
And it's like, you drive down a neighborhood and you're like, little house, monstrosity, little house. You're like, okay. Yeah. It's almost like a joke, like, there'd be signs if I won the lottery kind of thing. Right, it's like right in the middle of this neighborhood, there's this big giant monstrosity.
Yeah, for sure.
But I also go to people's houses that are normal middle class people like me.
Yeah.
Or even people that I would say don't have any money, or maybe they're down and out or whatever.
Yeah.
And these people are always happier.
Of course.
Always. They never seem stressed out.
That's right.
They're like,
more money, more problems. You know what I'm saying?
We do that whole appointment time of between 8 and noon.
Yeah.
You'll show up at like
what was that?
Oh, just a computer telling me. Oh. It's like antivirus software. But
see, they want more money.
Yeah.
Everybody just wants more money. That's why we can never be rich.
So like the time frame is 8 to noon, and you show up at 11:45, thinking they're going to be annoyed by that, and they're just like, "Oh, cool. Oh, I'm so glad you came." Like they're just like, "Whatever, man." Like it's
because they get it, they understand.
Yeah,
it.
they recognize.
They know what you're doing. They know you're working.
Yeah, they recognize you're just another working person, and you're like, "Yeah, cool. What's up, man?"
All the rich people are like, ugh, that's what you do for work?
Yeah, I'm all dirty and shit.
You haven't been more successful in life?
Yeah. No,
I hate it.
No,
I hate it. And 90% of the time, they're from money already.
Oh, that's exactly what it is. They just
quit.
Get a small loan from their grandfather for $100 billion.
Yeah.
It's fun. I made a hotel and I put my name on it.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about anybody in particular at all.
And the other problem is,
I'm
just going to throw this out there.
Do it.
Nobody builds small houses anymore.
No, isn't that bullshit?
When they build new, they build big so that you have to purchase it.
I used to get into this argument with my dad all the time because he always thought it was
the opposite.
This like nice architecture with this big giant massive roof and this like little, a house. It's like got a giant foyer and a big stair. Like he liked it for the architecture of it.
Yeah.
But I disliked it because it was like, who the hell can buy that house? Like you have to be like an attorney that works in Boston or something. Like who needs this giant house? I'm like, just give me a ranch.
Yeah, that's it, man.
I just want a cool little house.
I want to see a new construction build that's like a 1-bedroom house. You won't see it anywhere.
No. I went to a 1-bedroom house this afternoon.
Did you?
I'm going to be honest. I was a little afraid. They were houses that I didn't realize were there.
Yeah.
I thought it was a storage facility.
Yeah.
So I was very confused when I pulled in. And I'm like looking around. And I'm like, does people fucking live in here? I'm like, there's people living here. And I go knock on the door. I was like, what? The guy's like, what do you want? I'm like, okay. This is kind of freaky.
See, those are my people, man. I like small spaces. I like.
Yeah, no, I
like little cubby holes.
I could live in that, but not in a storage facility.
Yeah.
Like in the woods. We've had this conversation. I could go live out in the woods, like a homeless person.
Yeah.
But not in a storage facility surrounded by other crazy people.
Fair enough.
I wish this mug had the logo on the other side.
Oh, it's only one-sided. There we go.
It's weird. That's weird.
Are you left-handed?
No, I'm right-handed. So this is the way. I got to drink it like this.
That looks good.
They spill it all over our nice new couch.
Did you watch any movies this week?
No.
We're just going to pick up right where we left off.
You know what?
You didn't?
I don't think I did.
Oh.
Did you?
I did.
Yeah.
It was called Parasite.
Oh, I've seen that.
Have you seen Parasite?
Yeah, that's a
Isn't
damn
that
good
crazy?
movie. That's a really good movie.
I'm not really one for subtitles either, but
yeah.
I really enjoyed like the subtitle part. I liked reading it because I know when we dub over things, it's all shitty.
Yeah.
We don't really translate it very well.
Yeah.
So to read the real subtitles of what they're saying,
it definitely loses something.
It's better
with the speaking dubbed.
Yeah. But God, what a great movie!
Yeah,
that was awesome.
So, correct me if I'm wrong. That's the Korean one.
No.
It's Korean, right? And the guy, who the hell does it start off with? Does it start off with the son?
Yeah,
the son, and he's doing
the
something.
The son
for
is
the family.
tutoring the daughter.
He's tutoring the daughter. Which is also kind of a scam, right?
Yeah,
he's like really doesn't know what he's doing. He's just kind of winging it.
Yeah.
And then who gets involved next? Is it the mom?
Sister?
Oh, the sister. I forgot about the sister.
The sister becomes like a babysitter almost for the youngest.
My God, that's
boy.
right. And but the son kind of guides the parents towards that, right?
Somehow they try to get him to like fire their normal people that they already had.
Yeah.
And he just slowly brings in his family one by one. His dad becomes the driver. His mom becomes the maid.
That's right.
And they take over the whole house.
They somehow drive out the maid by making it look like she's stealing from them. Is that what it is? Something like that, right?
Yeah.
And then the old driver, they made him look like he was drunk or something? Or was
they made him look like a druggy drunk.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So he gets his whole family to work for this rich family. And then the rich family goes on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole
they just
family
live in
just
the house,
like live in the house.
Yeah. But do you remember this quick scene? It wasn't a scary movie at all.
No.
But there was this quick little clip. I can't remember if the daughter was... Because like the entryway to the basement?
Yeah.
Where they found the other family? Do you remember that? Or the husband and the wife?
That's right. Yeah. All right, yeah.
But there's at one point in the movie where she's looking at the entryway to the basement.
Yeah.
And she gets like a glimpse of some dude's face, like eyes up.
All right.
And it's the scariest shit I've ever seen. And it's a 2-second little clip.
Oh, no, I don't even
know. And I'm
know
like, what the fuck is that? And then it's gone. They don't even explain it. They don't tell you who it is or what it is.
Yeah.
You just see this face at the stairway and then it disappears.
The guy living in the basement, wasn't that the maid's
husband?
The maid's husband.
Because they were homeless.
And she was...
I'm going to take my jacket off.
She moved she moved like a cabinet out of the way and it like revealed the stairway.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And that's where she sees it.
Is that an Adidas jacket?
No. It's from Eliminate.
Cool.
They're a YouTube channel. I don't even watch anymore, so.
Shout out.
Nope.
Never mind. Shout in for the Odd People podcast. Well, you know what I'm wearing.
We should get some of these, huh?
Dude, well, I'm going to shout out this guy right here, Lenny. I'm wearing my Elm Street Studio hoodie that I got from my boy, Lenny.
I like it. I like those.
So he's got a new band called Bright Idea.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and they're playing in a few weeks in December. I want to say it's December 10th. I'm going to try to make it there. I'm going to try to make it, Lenny.
Me too.
But shout out, Bright Idea.
We're both going to go.
Look them up. Yeah, it's in New Bedford.
What day did you say? December
10th, I say.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go.
That's what I say. Well, if it's not that day, now they have to because I'm saying it. So shout out to Lenny. I'm wearing the sweater, yo.
And you didn't go to Boston last night to see Tool.
Nope.
I'm surprised.
I didn't even know they were playing.
Do you like Tool?
I do.
Yeah.
But, I don't know if I could sit through a whole concert of them.
Because
I can't even listen to a full album of Tool. I'm like 3 songs deep, and I'm like, I could really go for something.
A bullet.
That doesn't want to make me shoot myself.
I've never been a huge fan of Tool.
Yeah.
For that exact reason. I just I'd rather listen to Pink Floyd if that's the case. Is that safe to say?
Yeah.
Same vibe, sort of.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess the same kind of prog.
I don't know.
Progressive.
I saw some of the show last night. and I wasn't impressed.
Oh yeah, what
It was Tool. I was like, this is Tool. They're gonna put on some crazy visual show, right?
And he's like,
and it was just a big screen with some lasers.
He's like, hey, everybody.
Yeah,
I'm in Tool.
Tyler the Creator put on a better show. Sorry.
I'm seeing lights outside. I wonder if it's my wife.
Or pizza.
It might be pizza, and in that case,
cut.
It's going to be tricky because we're down here, and the only person home is my kids. Talk about giving away information.
I don't know if pizza would come in your driveway, would they?
I don't know. That's my wife.
Oh,
it's okay. Dude.
Excuse me. Sorry.
All right, cool. I'm happy that my wife's home.
Yeah.
You were wearing a jacket and a hoodie? Wow. I'm wearing this and I'm starting to get warm.
I don't know what's wrong with me lately.
Yeah.
I'm cold to the bones.
Is it the...
I'm internally cold.
Is it the Lyme disease kicking in?
Maybe. That's when it started, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe they need to give you another round of antibiotics.
I can never be layered enough. I'm just internally cold. Not outside cold.
Huh. That's an interesting
You looking at me
say.
like that is not reassuring.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know
That's
what
how
you
it
mean.
Feels. You never had like your bones are cold? Your bones are cold?
Yeah, but like after being outside.
Oh.
Like I gotta be like working outside in the cold and I'm like, ah. And then I can't go into a house for a while because I need to like warm up gradually. And my wife likes the heat. My wife's like you. She's cold all the time.
Yeah.
She's cold internally. So she cranks the heat.
Yeah.
So if I'm out in the cold all day, I got to adjust that.
Yeah, you just shut it off. Not the laptop.
The setting.
Yeah.
So I'll come in from being outside, like say shoveling the driveway or something like that.
Yep.
And I just can't. I'm too cold for the hot house. Like it doesn't feel good to heat, like
to frost,
to defrost that quickly. I don't like it. I need to be
really?
like,
you gotta like ease into it.
Yeah. So I need to.
What do you do?
I don't know.
You just like.
I need to like take all my clothes off.
You just like put half your body in the
I'm
house.
like the dad
and
that sits on the
here.
couch with like the underwear. I'll like sit there in my underwear so my body can kind of be cold still.
Yeah.
I don't like being bundled up.
Fair enough.
So I hear that you have something to talk about this week.
Oh, I do. Yes,
and
I do.
You won't let me know.
I'm picking up where we left off with the time situation, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And you kind of like sent me down a little.
Ooh, I like
little
it.
hole.
A little rabbit hole.
Because it just has me thinking all about time itself. Like, I don't know. Like, because here's the biggest problem, right?
Okay.
I grew up religious. Obviously, everybody knows that.
Yeah.
And we were taught that there's no such thing as dinosaurs, right? And we used to have to watch videos about how there is no such thing as dinosaurs because the world didn't last that long. It wasn't.
My eyes twitching from what you're saying to me.
Yeah. So this is how I was brought up. So my time is all skewed of like, if the Big Bang Theory is real,
yeah,
and dinosaurs exist, all that stuff.
Yep.
Then how long has the world really been around for? And if that is the case, why have we only made it this far here in 2023? I feel like we haven't made it that far if you really look at it.
Okay.
Technology-wise, yeah, cool. We did it, but...
Right. Well, you know what's really holding back our society?
Yeah.
Is religion. Because if you look at the current events of Palestine and Israel, these people are killing each other over a piece of land because of their religion. You could just literally wipe out all the borders and say, you people just live where you live.
Yeah. And
don't fucking worry about what your neighbor believes in. And then there would be no more fucking children dying and So like we're holding ourselves back big time as a country, as a world.
For sure.
The country's that way too. We're a little fucking wacky.
Yeah.
So all right, I need to ask because I really need to know.
Yeah, you can ask me anything.
Were you a part of the people that believed the Earth was only 6,000 years old? Is that the theory?
They taught us even less than that.
Really? So what were they saying? So Jesus shows up.
Yeah.
That was 2023
I believe
years ago. But before that, it was only a couple thousand years?
Yeah. In Bible time, you think about it.
Yeah,
it's only 2023 now, but then there was, of course, BC and all that shit.
Yeah, and there was like the New Testaments before that.
Yeah,
right?
but I think like total, they were really looking at like 4,000 years. It's been around. And
that's when they believe Adam and Eve.
Like God created the
started.
earth, Adam and Eve. He created humanity, everything in it. And then all that stuff like in the Bible was like they have before Christ, obviously.
Yeah.
And then after Christ, and then that's it. Leading up to now.
Yeah.
But when you look at the Big Bang Theory and dinosaurs and all that shit, they claim we've been around for billions of years, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, if that is the case and we've been around for billions of years, like what the fuck have we been doing?
Well, I mean, I don't think people have been around billions of years, but the Earth is billions of years old.
Right.
But
even then, from when you look at evolution, if that's what you're looking at, like the cavemen and all that stuff, how we came up from that,
right,
hasn't been very long.
Yeah, true.
I don't feel.
No, it's been, I want to say 100,000 years or something. I guess they predicted.
Yeah,
but I mean,
so it's either you believe the Big Bang Theory and this world's been around for billions of years,
yeah,
or you believe in religion and God,
yeah,
where the world has only existed for so many thousands of years.
Yeah. So once again, religion
and there's no dinosaurs.
Fucking shit up. So to me, I mean, I'm obviously more on the science aspect of it than I've never believed in that though. What the religious people believe.
Yeah.
So to me, I take it as fact that the Earth. I mean, the Big Bang Theory is like that was an unbelievable amount of time.
Right.
So far down the line that I can't even fathom how long ago that was.
Yeah.
But we can see it through. I know space isn't real, but we can see it through satellites and stuff. We can see other galaxies being formed. Although we're still seeing millions of years ago because of how long that images can make it to us.
Yeah.
So we know that it takes a long time, I guess is what I'm getting at, for planets and solar systems to kind of like form and kind of group around a gravity mass like a sun.
Yeah. So if you do believe in the Big Bang Theory,
yeah,
then it has to go with evolution, right?
Yeah, they kind of.
I'm asking because I genuinely don't know.
They kind of go hand in hand. Yeah.
So if you believe in Big Bang, you believe in evolution.
Pretty much.
Because that's how we developed, right?
Yeah.
Which
ever
since I left all the religious shit behind me, obviously I dove deep into like science in general. And
in space.
And the Big Bang Theory and evolution, and obviously there's much more.
There's much more to it,
and there's much more facts instead of just believing what you believe.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot more facts. So there's like...
But even then, it's like, when did we evolve?
I don't know. Millions of years ago. Hundreds of thousands of years ago. Here's the other thing, too, that kind of... This is the part... I mean, I don't know how long the Earth has been around. Nobody really knows. I mean, they have a theory of when it happened and all that shit.
Yeah.
So there's religions that are older than Christianity and...
What?
Judaism and
don't you speak that evil here, Matt?
And Muslims. What is the
Muslims?
Yeah, but what is the? I don't know why I can't think of what it's called. Muslimism. Islam. Sorry, Islam. So like those three are. They believe in the same God.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all like the newest three, except for Scientology. If like Buddhism's older, Hinduism's like the oldest religion.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, there's religions that existed before all that shit that we probably don't even know about. And like ancient civilizations.
You know what's crazy?
That the aliens wiped out.
The aliens.
I'm still on that. I'm still
No, I get it.
thinking that
I guess I just never considered that there was older
there's
religions.
older religions.
In my brain, it's like all religions just came about on the same day.
Yeah, right.
And it was like you either choose this or you choose this.
Yeah, because you were told that
It was
the
wrong
Earth was
anyways.
only 4,000 years old. So
Yeah.
you were like, oh, these other people started too?
But we were also told that everything else is just made up and it's fake, except ours.
Yeah,
So it's like
that's the worst part about it.
so it's like it didn't matter how old certain ones were; they weren't true.
Right. See,
I've never considered.
I was lucky enough to, when I was a kid, to grow up next to an Indian family
Yeah,
that were Hindu.
yeah. I
So-
wish I did more of that.
I got to see in playing with my neighbors, we'd
Yeah.
go over and play with toys or whatever. I was able to see like Hindu deities
Yeah,
and gods that they had made of statues like in their house.
theirs is like the elephant, right? With the
that's one
it's
of
got
them.
like 8 arms or
Yeah,
something.
there's one of them. There's a bunch.
Yeah,
They're not. What's the word? Monotheistic. Not one god. They
That's
don't
weird.
have one god. They have
multiple.
multiple gods for different things.
But my favorite is Greek mythology. I think I've said it before, but
So why don't you just switch and believe in Zeus?
because it's just as crazy if you think about it. It's the cooler one.
To me, it's just as crazy as believing in any religion.
It's true. That's what I'm saying. Like,
It is the coolest one. It has the best stories.
yeah, the best stories, the best like all of them have like specific powers and
But
shit.
you know what's really fucked up is imagine what the majority of our country believes in is Christianity,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Now we have a society that falls,
Mm-hmm.
and in like 300, 400 years, maybe even more than that, 1,000 years from now,
Mm-hmm.
there's kids in the history books learning about Christian theology
Yeah.
because that's the big religion now.
Now, in America,
Like we learn about it, Greek mythology, they're going to go Christian mythology.
Yeah.
In Christian mythology, there was a character named Jesus Christ, and this is what they believed.
I like it.
Because it's thousands of years from now, and
Yeah.
everybody's died off because we all bombed each other over stupid shit.
Yeah.
And it's the next wave of people, whatever the hell they believe, they're going to believe something.
Yeah.
I mean, you would hope not, but they're going to believe in the skull of the Odd People podcast mascot. And they're gonna be learning about the Christian mythology. That's the way I look at it. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's like you said. The Greek mythology was the coolest. That was
the
cool.
coolest, yeah.
What did the
And Buddhism's cool too. I like
Buddhism's cool, Hinduism's cool.
You say Buddhism?
Buddhism. Yeah, that's what I am, man. I'm
Booty,
a
booty.
Buddhist.
Buddhism.
I'm a Buddhist. I believe in the almighty booty. Shit, son.
Man. So it's like, I don't know, man. And then you throw simulation theory into all of that.
Yeah. I'm still on the alien theory. I think that maybe it's not aliens, but maybe there's something in control of the world,
Mm-hmm.
and they're pulling the strings of all the leaders of the world,
Mm-hmm.
and they're pulling the string. And we could just be a TV show to them. Think about this. They're like, we really need to control these people.
Yeah.
We really need to see what they're up to.
So you think they
So-
came?
Let's give them cameras that they can carry around.
Yeah.
And they're these supreme beings that can be like, oh, let's see what's going on in Massachusetts. And they
Yeah.
tune in. They tune into the different screens that they're watching. And only the most
I like it.
interesting ones get watched all the time.
I like it. So you think they already came here,
Yeah, I
Saw
think
what-
they just exist.
saw what we were all about, and they were like, these people need help, but we're going to do it from a distance.
I don't even. I think they're just so supreme. They're like supreme beings to the point where every couple of 100 years or 1,000 years, they're they're subliminally,
Yeah.
they're like giving ideas to people,
Yeah.
inventors, or maybe they are the inventors. Maybe Elon Musk is one of them, and he's like, I need to.
Damn.
We're gonna need you to come in and really push the electric car. You have this magnetism about you that people listen to you, and
Yeah.
he has all these divine ideas. All they're all a part of it. The Hollywood elite,
Jay-Z,
Jay-Z, Oprah,
Beyonce.
The Rock.
Beyonce's the ringleader of the women.
She could be. She could be. She took over for Oprah now that Oprah quit her show. Ellen DeGeneres is definitely one.
Dude, she's fucked, isn't she?
Dude,
She's caused way too much trouble.
she's causing a lot of trouble, but she's a part of it.
Yeah.
She's a part of it for sure.
Fair enough. Anyone that has a ride at Disney World,
She has a ride at Disney World.
she does. She has her own ride.
For what?
Science, the world, dinosaurs.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you didn't. We need to backtrack just a little.
Oh no, I said dinosaurs.
Talk about the
We
fact
gotta
that
go back.
I feel so bad that as a kid, you didn't believe in dinosaurs. You weren't in on that.
No, I couldn't be. I was born into this, and they jammed it down my throat that dinosaurs aren't real. There's just a made up thing to make kids happy. And like, past your childhood, how much have you learned about dinosaurs?
A lot.
Yeah.
I know a lot about dinosaurs.
guy.
And I love dinosaurs.
You're so wholesome. I love dinosaurs.
I love dinosaurs, Jared. What do you mean they're not real? If I were like your friend when we were kids,
Yeah.
we were like playing on the playground, like, let's go to the swings. And we run and we go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, Jared, what's your favorite dinosaur?
I would have been like, it's fake. It's fake. Get the fuck out of my face.
Once again, I'm picturing a young Jared with a beard.
That's right. I had my beard since first grade. Okay?
And I'm just like, but Jared, my favorite dinosaur is Triceratops. And you're just like, shut up. And you kick me
Yeah.
off the slide.
I was like, do you believe in Santa too, you idiot? That's what I would say.
I do. Santa's real. And I start crying.
No, Santa's not real either. Jesus,
did you-
Jesus gave my parents jobs so that they could make money and buy us gifts.
So you didn't have Santa growing up either.
No.
I mean, not that that's a bad thing.
Yeah,
I don't think that's a bad
people
thing.
don't, and they're not in religion.
I mean, I'm not religious. My kids believed in Santa.
Yeah. Did it didn't upset you? Like, I work hard for this fucking money?
It didn't bother.
They need to know where it's coming from.
It didn't bother me in that way as much as it bothered me that I felt like I was lying to them. And I'm like, they're going to find out. And they're going to be like, well, what the hell?
I know, you break your kid's heart for nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
Why can't it be like,
Technically.
that's it. I'm going upstairs right now. I'm going to tell them.
Even with the tooth fairy. Did you do
that's
that?
Another, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's another really stupid
And
one.
then you have to break their hearts, didn't you?
Yeah. It's a lot of money out for no reason at all, too.
Yeah, due to
It's
fake fairy tale characters.
Natural occurrence of your teeth falling out of your head.
Yeah.
And your adult teeth coming in. Here, I have money.
Yeah, man.
Candy or something. I don't know. The big theory on the tooth fairy is that they can smell teeth.
Yeah.
That's how he finds them.
Yeah.
The tooth fairy.
Smell them out. Just flies around the neighborhood. It's like,
Yeah.
I smell teeth.
So I don't really want to get into the dinosaur thing yet.
Okay.
We might have to save that till next episode because
It's a big deal.
it is a big deal.
Yeah.
There's a lot to
I
it.
was unaware.
There's a real lot.
Okay.
There's a lot to dinosaurs.
Yeah. And that gives me some time to do some dinosaur research.
Yeah. And I'm going to throw it in a way that you're not even going to
Yeah.
realize it.
Man,
You don't even
dude.
know.
I look forward to it.
You don't even know about dinosaurs, Jared.
I don't. I shut that shit out right away.
So,
It's like, get
so what do you believe now? Do you have a hard time accepting the science? It doesn't seem like you do because you believe in space and everything.
As far as dinosaurs?
No, as far as
Or
like
just science in general?
the science of the Earth's not 4,000 years old.
Yeah. Well, like I said, once I got out of that, I dove right into like science,
Yeah.
and it just made a lot more sense to me. Like even something stupid as like us having tailbones, it's like, where did these tailbones come from?
Yeah. Yeah.
And why don't we have it anymore?
Right.
And then when I got my appendix out, I found it weird that like the appendix isn't used anymore, right?
Yeah.
Because we don't have that diet anymore.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Right.
Religion,
Yeah,
it didn't touch any of that stuff.
Yeah, because they
At
just
all.
want you to believe what
Because
they believe
yeah.
and call it a day.
And the same thing with dinosaurs. That's why they shut it out so quick, because it proves otherwise, that like it kind of denounces everything that they're teaching us.
Yeah,
In a
especially the
way.
time frame of
Yeah.
the world.
We used to watch preachers on the big screen
Yeah.
who specialized in claiming that dinosaurs were fake.
Really?
That's what they did. They traveled the country, church to church, just to talk about how dinosaurs are not real.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, man.
That's
So it's like, I don't know. And when
That's-
you're born into it and that's all you know,
yeah.
what do you do?
Yeah,
with it?
right. You're just
do you do with it?
indoctrinated into
Yeah.
into believing whatever they tell you.
I always wonder what it would be if I wasn't born into it and I saw it for what it was, just, you know, being an outsider, looking
Yeah,
into
yeah.
it like in my 20s, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It would be totally different.
Well, it's strange because I think we have that in common, that we were kind of indoctrinated into a religion. You were a little more extreme, but
yeah.
we didn't. You know, if we
Yeah.
were to grow up in a different part of the world, we'd believe whatever that major religion or
Right,
whatever.
of course. And that was the other weird part too, is like growing up, a lot of people were like you who had some kind of like Catholic.
Yeah. Oh, in
and
this
like,
area especially.
Yeah,
a lot
exactly.
of Catholics.
So, but I grew up saying, "Oh shit, sorry to hear that. Your shit's fake. My
Yeah,
shit's real."
Right.
So it's like I was so close-minded my whole life.
See, that was my thing. Is I grew up religious, but I recognized other people's religion
Yeah,
as a thing. I wasn't like, I never personally was like, oh, they're wrong.
that's really cool. So you tried to like understand it.
I never thought. I mean, yeah. I mean, I grew up with Indian neighbors that were Hindu,
Yeah,
so it's kind of like, how can me as a little kid, not knowing anything about it, just be like, oh, they're wrong though.
yeah,
I didn't come home from their house and say, hey, they have this statue of a Hindu god.
yeah.
I remember it. I think it's the one with all the arms. I want to say it's Krishna. I could be wrong, and I apologize to whoever might know the actual
You're
thing.
one step ahead of me because I don't
But
even know.
it was the god. It was a woman, and she's got like 8 arms.
Yeah.
I think Krishna might be the elephant.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm sorry that I don't know.
Yeah,
But they had it as a statue at the end of their hallway in their house.
yeah.
And I remember seeing that and being like, wow, what's that? And the mom telling me. And I wasn't like, hey, that's wrong, though. That's not Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't. They would just told me very matter of fact, that's this.
Yeah,
And that's the God of this. And this is what we believe. I was like, oh, interesting.
yeah,
I'm going to go play with Transformers now. Bye. Like, I just was playing with their son.
yeah. That's what was tough, is like they also gave us so much anger towards everything else. Like, it wasn't like, oh, sure, you can try to understand it if you want. It was always just like, nope, like cut that shit
Yeah,
out, block that shit out.
See, that's the problem.
Even your own family, if your family wasn't in the church, they told you to
They
cut
told
them
you.
off, and if they weren't part of it, then you do away with them. You know what I mean? So it's like, that alone is horrible. Obviously,
Yeah, that's pretty crappy.
never mind a different religion. They're already teaching us to cut off our families. So it's like,
Huh.
what can you do? I don't know.
That's lame.
I
don't
thought
like it.
everything I was doing and saying was 100% right.
And
I thought me cutting off my uncles and my aunts and my.
And you thought like the rapture was
I
going to
thought
come.
that's what I was supposed to do.
Your mom was going to be with some rice. Just
Yeah.
be like, hey.
Yeah, and that's why I have a lot of issues with like, just life itself, because they also always taught us that this world is only temporary.
Yeah.
It's only a temporary thing. You're not supposed to enjoy it. You're supposed to hate it while you're here, and then the afterlife is where
Yeah.
you reap all your rewards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it is a lot to it.
I recently heard an audio clip of, I'm not sure who it was, and they were talking. And they were saying basically that right here where we are, Earth, is heaven and hell. And this is, you have to make it heaven or hell, basically, for yourself. You can't expect that something's going to happen when you die.
Right.
It's hell, and if you think it's hell, it's gonna perpetuate this idea of being miserable.
Yeah.
And if it's if it's heaven and you're enjoying yourself and you're enjoying your life, it's gonna perpetuate this positive life, and you can enjoy life.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
That is cool.
I was like, that's good. We should do that.
It's a cool view, yeah. Also, is that real?
Apparently. It's apparently 38 degrees.
We're going to get rain and snow. Rain and snow?
Rain and snow. I doubt it. You know what I think, what time I think it is?
Oh, shit.
I think it's odd question time.
Odd question.
I know, right? That was loud. I'm
sorry.
I'm so sorry.
We're always screaming. We got to stop screaming.
Yeah, we're going to chill out, man.
Yeah, we're going to do the odd question.
I pulled up the odd question for you, Jared. It's right there, man.
All right, let me read it.
Okay, cool.
All right, this person would like to remain anonymous, which is fine. If you have an odd question and you don't want your name, just put you don't want to be named.
Yeah.
Well, we got you. We won't put you on the spot.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Can I adjust this? Which way?
Which way do you want it to adjust? Up? That's up and down. In and out is the little one.
Does this look goofy? Is this too tall?
I don't know. I can cut it down like I did this one. If you want.
No, that's all right.
You like it? Okay.
It's just in my face, man.
Well, it's funny. They're anonymous, but we know who they are.
Oh, nice try.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
In your own opinion, what is something that's not like the good old days? I tune in every week, and you guys are doing great. Keep it up. Thank you, anonymous person.
Cool. Thank you, anonymous.
In your own opinion, what is something that's not like the good old days?
Something that's not like the good old days?
I'm going to jump right to it.
Yeah.
All right. I got something sitting right at the top of my brain here.
Okay.
Because I was pretty upset about it. Because it's already happened. They tried to come back. 3D Doritos.
3D Doritos?
You ever have those?
Gross.
That was my favorite snack as a kid.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it since.
Okay.
And then they were like, we're coming back. 3D Doritos.
Like a puffed out Dorito?
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to eat those by the bag, like the family size bags.
Yeah.
And they came out recently, like, I don't know, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And they sucked. They sucked. They were awful. I was like, this isn't fucking 3D Doritos.
Huh. So what's not like the good old days? I don't know. That was
my good old days, man.
I don't know.
Also, music.
Yeah, music sucks now.
We're losing touch with instruments.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's almost like refreshing when you hear like guitars and bass and drums and like everything genuinely recorded though, not electronically recorded.
Yeah,
because you could still do the drums, the guitar, and everything, but they're using keyboards to get it, just the sound.
Yeah.
But when someone records with real instruments and real fucking music,
yeah, no, I agree with that.
It's amazing. Or live music, when shit's live, dude, it feels so good,
doesn't it?
Yeah, and there's a reason for that.
Because now I'm trying to think of what's not like the good old days. I'm gonna say this.
What do you have?
And I know everybody likes the convenience and the luxury, but I'm gonna say cars, especially trucks.
Ooh.
I have a decent truck.
Oof.
Right. It was my dad's. He, I inherited it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a pretty basic truck.
Yeah.
But like, there's trucks that are enormous,
mm-hmm.
and they have the same size bed as my little truck. I'm like, trucks aren't trucks anymore.
They're not.
They're like
a
these
lot of them
big,
are
massive luxury vehicles. The suspension's like more like a car than a truck.
Yeah, of course.
So I don't know. It's
That's
just
such a hit or miss argument because
I mean,
a lot of people.
don't get me wrong. Nice new cars are nice and
Oh,
new
of course.
and fun, but like
I totally get what you're saying.
but there's like no
Totally
shitty
get
cars.
it.
Like
Yeah.
what is my kid's gonna drive? There's no shitty cars anymore. They're all like these like really nice fancy cars. I can't go buy a freaking $500 car for my kid's first car. Like what the hell is he gonna drive?
Yeah,
Like nobody can afford shit anymore.
yeah, that's
You
true.
know, like
it's
what?
true.
How do teenagers like drive?
Yeah,
What the hell do they drive?
that's true.
There's no shitty cars anymore.
That's true.
A first car should be
A shitty shit
a piece of shit with roll down windows and a tape
learn
player.
how to drive. You take a beating with it.
Yeah, and it's all
Yeah.
like, some dickhead owned it before you. It's a
Yeah.
cigarette burn holes in the
You
interior.
got to know what it's like to get stuck on the side of the highway and
Yeah.
have to call for help.
Pay your dues, you stupid fucking
I guess-
motherfuckers.
I guess I was looking at it from like a car person perspective. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people say, oh, they don't make the cars anymore like the good old days because the
Yeah.
good old days were, little to no electronics. Everything's manual windows,
Yeah, yeah,
manual
yeah.
gearbox, manual
Yeah, that
everything.
too, though.
The V8s, the big V8.
Cars were better, too,
Yeah.
back then. They're just kind of,
See, but
more
that's where it
stylish.
gets cloudy because they've
Yeah.
obviously come so far with performance.
yeah,
So like cars are stupid fast now.
yeah.
Even a 4-cylinder can be stupid fast.
Yeah,
like,
right. Well, they put a 4-cylinder in the new Mustang.
So they've come a long way, but what for? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So nobody can afford them.
Right.
And then on top of that,
It's like houses. They don't
What a
build any
teen-
small
like-
houses anymore. They
exactly.
don't build
See,
cheap
houses-
cars anymore. They build
Houses are the same. This is the same thing. This is good.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
I think
They don't build cheap cars anymore. They build
No, they build expensive cars.
expensive.
Even cheap cars aren't cheap cars anymore.
Right.
You can't go and get a Kia for $9,000
Right.
for a brand new car. That's what it was like. You can go pay $10,000 and get a Hyundai. And be like, hey, it's got roll down windows, but at least it's brand new.
Yeah.
They get that long warranty.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I like it. I like that
And like,
answer.
what about
It's a good
teenagers?
answer.
Like me and my friends when we were teenagers,
Mhm.
we'd mess around with our cars.
Yeah.
That's how we learned how to like do shit.
Yeah, of course.
Let's like just fuck
Yeah.
around with your cars and like the new
And
cars.
even driving though, like when I had like my old school like 80s Volkswagen Rabbit,
Yeah,
that thing was so fun to drive. Like
Right.
every time I drove it, I was like, this is so much fun.
yeah.
And you don't get that with new cars anymore. You just don't.
No, they're not
You
fun.
do to a certain extent, but not like that. That's different. That's different.
Yeah, I agree. Good old stick
Like
shift.
my Honda is super fun. I love it, but
Yeah,
it's not like that fun. It's a different fun. I
Yeah.
can't explain it.
like when you shift in your car because
It-
you have
dude,
a
it,
stick
like,
shift.
It's like butter. It like shifts for me. It just clicks into gears.
Yeah, is there anything electronic about the shifting?
Yeah,
Is it
I'd
like
imagine.
some
Yeah.
sort of like
Dude, I even have a brake hold for like when you're on a
Really?
hill and you let off the brake and
Yeah,
the clutch, it holds you there. So you don't
Yeah.
have to worry about the rollback.
wow, really?
Yeah,
See, that's not fun.
exactly.
I mean, it's great and it's
you got to
safe.
pee your pants a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
It's safe and it's good, but it's not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need that rollback a little bit. You need,
Yeah. Oh, shit.
that guy's wicked close behind me.
Like,
You-
it's bucking, dude. You're like, oh, shit.
You're at a stoplight on a hill,
Yeah.
and you're like, this fucking guy behind me is so close.
Yeah,
He's like,
man.
I'm gonna bump him. I know it.
Yeah. Kids
And you
need to feel that. They need to feel that worry,
shit.
that fear. Kids
Yeah.
don't want that anymore. They just want everything to be so happy and
You're like, it's gonna take me a while to get there. I go
Yeah.
65 on the highway and it
Yeah.
shakes like crazy. I had a car that would
but they don't get it
shake
though. They don't
on
get
the
it.
highway.
Yeah. Yeah.
You go like 65 and it's
Because
like,
you know it's funny too.
the steering wheel shakes. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
Exactly,
I don't know why.
Exactly. But I always hated when old people said shit like that to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's cool
Yeah,
that
this
you
is
guys
like an
went,
old person thing.
that when you went through that, but like I don't have to go through that, so I don't want to go through that.
Well, it's not so much that they.
But now it's just too far.
in my eyes, it's not that I don't think kids should. I don't think they should have to have a shitty car and like have to go through all the crap we went through.
Yeah.
I think it's more or less just how. How do they do it? Like, how do you? How
Yeah.
can I
You're
think
supposed to just go out and buy
the
your
price
child
of things
a
is just
brand
too
new
much
car.
money? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the price of things is just too much money.
Yeah.
And these cars, there's so much electronics involved where you're like, well, you could buy this one, but it's got an electrical problem. You can't get an inspection sticker.
Yeah.
So, well, if it was a shitbox with an engine and roll-down windows with no computer, I think it'd be great.
You know what I did to get out of like tickets and stuff? Because my car was obviously a shitbox.
Yes.
And it worked every time I got pulled over.
Yeah.
I put under construction on my back window.
Oh, really?
And they are always.
Seriously?
They came to my window. They're like, we get it, man. We understand. And they
Get
let
outta
me
here,
go
really?
all the time, every time. So
You
if
know-
you got a shitbox out there and you keep getting tickets, print out a under construction sticker and slap it on your back window, and they'll leave you alone.
You know how I got out of tickets was actually I'll tell you about this story about a time I got out of a ticket, and I don't even understand how, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Showed your boobies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was
Cops like hairy chests.
I was driving in my car,
Sorry.
and I had my guitar and my amp. I had a bunch of shit in the back seat. I don't know where I was going.
Mhm.
And I was going to play some music with my friends. I want to say it might have even been like New Year's Eve. I might have been going to my brother's house,
Okay.
and we were going to jam at his house. I'll meet you guys there, right?
Mhm.
So I have this gray Dickies jacket. That was my style. I was cool
Mhm.
back then. And I had this
That was
black
cool back then.
I had this black t-shirt with white letters, and it said, "Fuck you, you fucking fuck," on it.
Wow.
My parents loved that
I
shirt.
bet, dude.
So I'm running late. My friends are supposed to meet me to wherever we were going. I don't know where it was. And I take the corner getting out of Westport on the end of Route 88 that
Mhm.
leads into 195 going towards Providence. I take that corner like 80. I'm fucking
Oh my
hammering,
God.
dude. Going way too fast. And of course, right in the median, in the middle of the highway, is a state
waiting for
trooper.
you.
And I'm like, shit. So I immediately pulled over. Because I was like, there's no way he's not going to pull me over.
Yeah.
Because like he turned his lights on the second I got by him. I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
So I pull over and I'm like this, like an idiot with my shirt open. Fuck you, right on my shirt. So it's just like, fuck you, right here. And I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to, like, wasn't even thinking. I just pulled over.
I would just take my shirt off.
Yeah, and I'm like, shit, I'm fucked.
Sorry.
So
I wasn't wearing a shirt.
So the cop gets out. He's got his flashlight. And it was like a really old cop.
Yeah.
Like he was really old. For a cop, a state trooper, it was weird.
I can't stand old cops. but
And
go
he's
ahead.
like, "Hey there, young feller, how you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, just kind of running late. Just going to play some music tonight." Because he's looking in the back and there's like a guitar case and shit. There's clearly a bunch of equipment.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, well, just give me your license and registration." And I'm like, "Okay." And I'm like leaning over, leaning back. My shirt's like wide open. Fuck you. Greasy long hair. I was just
Yeah.
like, kind of a train wreck waiting to happen. So the guy walks away, comes back. "Well, I'm retiring next week."
Wow.
And he's like, "I really don't want to do the paperwork."
Dude's had it.
Yeah.
He's had it, man.
And he's like, "You look like a nice kid." Because I'm wearing a shirt that says "fuck you." And he's like, "Well, you promised to take it easy?" And I'm like, "Yes." I was like, I was in a hurry, but I know that I was going too fast.
yeah.
I'm going to head out. I'll go. And he was like, "Okay, there you go." And it was like the weirdest.
Wow.
I've been pulled over a number of times, and that was
Wow.
the strangest.
That's pretty
And
sweet.
it was probably the only time I got out of a ticket, to be
Yeah,
honest.
and you were wearing the worst shirt possible.
Yes.
Nice.
So I think that's how you need to go through life. Just wear insulting shirts.
Just try your best.
And that's the only way you'll get out of a ticket
Yep.
is by being a young douchebag.
I got out of a ticket one time. I'll say it real fast.
Yeah.
I got pulled over, and the cop came over to my window, asked me for my license and all that shit, and went back to his car. And he came back, and he was like, "Oh, today's your lucky day." And I was like, "Why? What's up?"
Somebody just got murdered down the street.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
No, he was like, the girl at the desk doing the dispatch, she grew up with you, and she had a really big crush on you in school,
Was he fucking with you?
and she told me to let you go.
Get out of here, really?
And I was like, "Oh, like, can I know her name? Am I allowed to know her name?" And he was like, "No, I'm sorry, I can't tell you that." And he let me go. So whoever you are, thank you.
Wow, that's amazing.
Because I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Wow.
And he let me go. And when I tell you that my car was extremely illegal and I should have got impounded.
Yeah. Really? Was it that bad? Huh?
Yeah. It was
What
that
car
bad.
was that?
Yeah, it was my Volkswagen Cabrio, the convertible.
Oh, no shit.
It was on the ground, like dragging. Sparks
Really?
coming out the back. Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
It was rough.
Like on purpose?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Of
I was
course.
going to say,
Yeah,
was it
yeah.
like the shocks broke?
No,
right?
no. I cut the springs on that thing.
Oh, you're one of
Took the
those.
spring out, cut it right in half,
Yeah.
put it back in.
Jesus.
I don't recommend it.
Yeah, no, that's the worst ride ever.
Yeah.
Because you're like,
Yeah.
it jumps around a lot. I've been in cars that would cut springs. It's
Yeah.
not cool.
That was me.
So,
Baller on a budget.
yeah, baller bulls,
Yeah.
booty. Anyway,
Yeah, what was it? Bootyism?
bootyism.
There
Yeah,
we
that's me.
go.
I'm a bootyist. So, you have anything to say? I think that's it for this episode, man.
I don't. Just be good. Be happy.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Treat everybody with love and respect. Oh, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving's
If
this
anyone
week.
does that shit anymore, that's cool.
Yeah,
Do your thing.
cool.
I'm going to Japan, by the way. Did you see my post? I'm skipping the holidays. I'm going to Japan.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. Cool. Have fun.
So I'll see you in a few months.
So we're going to have to take a couple of weeks off
Yeah.
for the podcast.
Yeah.
Either
But
that
it's
or
all
be
fake
a
news.
Zoom, a
I'll see
Zoom
you next
call.
week.
All right, so you can support the show by clicking on the link in the description of the show on this episode
Yeah.
on Spotify.
Ooh.
That's what it is. Check out all the social media, Instagram, Facebook for some reason.
Wait. Pause.
That's it.
Pause.
Yeah.
Can you click on this real quick?
Oh, yeah. We're going to respond.
Can you do the will do thanks?
Will do, thanks.
Perfect.
Send.
Send. There you go, anonymous. Okay.
All
Sorry.
right. It's social media. What was I saying? Facebook, something reason, and the thing, TikTok, etc. Go check out oddpeoplepodcast.com for all your podcast needs.
Yeah.
That's merch, sketched
Yeah.
merch, Odd People Podcast merch.
Yeah.
You do it up. The Redbubble link is there. That's where you get the merch.
Yep.
You do it, okay? That's where you
On
go.
the
You go to
red
there.
bubbles, not the blue bubbles, not the yellow bubbles,
You go
the
to
red bubbles.
You go to the red bubbles
If you
over
ain't
there.
going to the red bubbles, you ain't getting nothing.
Thank you for listening to the show today. You're going to go eat some gabagool.
That's right.
You're going to just stay creative.
Yeah.
And you're going to stay inspired.
Yeah.
And you're going to have a good Thanksgiving. Thank you. Eat all the turkey and fall asleep on the couch.
Yeah. Fugazi.
Yeah, we'll watch the football. Have some gabagool.
Oh, the foot.
Drink an espresso. And stay odd.
Peace.
Bye.